Alright folks, and welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're taking a look at the Duality EX from Audio Assault. So let's check this out. So this is the brand new version of the Duality from Audio Assault. As you see, it's a bass amp sim. Not only are the guitar amp sims getting the EX treatment, but so has the Duality, the bass amp sim. We'll go through the amp sim itself, have a walk through as we're doing a bit of a playthrough. So this is how I've got the amp set up at the minute. I've just taken a little bit of the mids out, raised the bass and the high end up a bit, just notched a little bit of the muddiness out of the mid-range and just boosted a little bit of 2K. On the main amp sim itself, on the main page, and you see you've got your input, your output, all the different tabs for the different screens. On the main amp sim itself, you've got gain, compression for the low end, compression for the high end. As you can see, I've got hardly any on at all, and it does make a big difference. You don't need much at all. You've got your 3-band EQ there, you've got a main EQ there, and then you've got some EQ shapes, so we'll have a look at those in a moment. And then you've got attack, you can add some more subs in as well, and limiter, contour, which is contour for the sort of the mid-range, and a master volume. Gain. As it says, it adds a bit of gain, but it's not a overly distorted gain. It's more sort of a volume. You know, low compression. So with that switched off, as you can hear, it's quite subtle. You don't need a lot on at all. And it's same with the high compression. Like I say, I've got the main EQ set up there, but you've also got some EQ sort of shapes at the top, sort of presets if you will. So you've got a low cut, so without that on. That just takes a lot of that rumbly bottom end off, and then you've got a deep one. Gives it more sort of to me, gives it more sort of rounded low end on there, and then you can have it scooped. And then a bright sweep. And if you really want, you can switch them all on. Why not? Let's have a listen to that one. Yeah, I'm digging that. But you don't have to have any of them at all. It's all personal preference. In front of the amp, you've got a noise gate and a drive pedal. Now I have got the drive pedal engaged, but I've only got really tiny amount of gain in there just to add a little bit of grit to the bass sound. So that's just a gain from the amp itself. Like I say, just adding a little bit of grit. So you've got high and low pass filters, mix and level, the amp itself, and the 3D cabs. So you've got this, I think it's a 6x10, which we're using. And then you've got, I don't know if this is a 4x10 or a 4x12. And then you've got a third cab as well. Now, to me, that one's a bit more mid-range than the other two. I think that would be good if you're going for that sort of gnarly, nasally sort of lemmy tone. That sort of. And then after that, you've got effects rack. As you can see, I've got a bit of compression, a bit of chorusing. All I'm doing with the chorus is just adding just a tiny little bit more grit. So without them on. So you've got another graphic EQ there, just to shape your tone a little bit more if you want. I say a bit of chorus. Compression, and if you really want, you could add a limiter in there as well. And then right at the end, you've got a parallel drive. And what you can do with this, switch that off for a second, you can either have it just on the DI itself, or you can have it right at the end and have the full chain going through it. I've got it switched off, as you can see. But I've got it set up for the DI, and I want to have it set up is I'd sort of just have that sort of nasally mid-range. So we in this sort of setup, to have it as the DI, it helps. If you don't want to have a second bass track, you can have these two blend in with that main bass tone. Yeah, so it just helps with your bass cutting through the mix a little bit. Or if you wanted, you could have the full chain going through this. If I was going to use it this way, I'd have it on the DI just to have as a blend in. Also, let me go back to the cabs. If you don't want to use the 3D cabs, you can also just use standard DIs. So you can either use the inbuilt DIs that come with the amp sim, or you can use third-party ones. Or, if you wanted, you could switch that off altogether and have a third-party IR, say the Untitled True cabs, and use their bass IRs, because they have got some great bass IRs. And then also there is some inbuilt presets. So to get to them, all you do is press that little cog at the top, see settings, it's even got an inbuilt tuner, presets, MIDI editors, and which version this is. Oh, there's a whole bunch of presets in there as well, and I've saved this one. So let's have a quick look at a couple of these. So you've got a fat one. She's grimy. So what? One more. Smashed grunt. That was the Duality EX from Audio Assault. What do I think about this thing? Does it get the wizard seal of approval, or does it get the finger of doom? Nah, gets the wizard seal of approval. Personally, I think it sounds awesome, as usual. I think Alex and the guys at Audio Assault and Brian over at Seek Out have done another fantastic job on this. I think the interface looks pretty good as well. It's pretty intuitive with, you sort of got that drive pedal at the front, you've got your main bass amp screen, your 3D cabs if you want to use them, or IRs if you want to use basic IRs. You've got that effects rack, and you've got that parallel drive at the end. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Engagement's always appreciated, and it does help the algorithm, honest. So I've been told. But I'll leave a link to the Audio Assault website where you can get this from down in the description. And if you want to get yourself some Evil Wizard merch,
there's a link to the merch store down in the description.
But that's all from me, folks.
And I'll catch you on the next one.
Right, folks, have you enjoyed that video? You can follow me on social media, and you can get my music online. And if you want to support the channel, there's Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links. They're all down in the description. Click up here to subscribe and click the link down there for videos that you may not have seen. Keep it loud and keep it heavy.